Next was the driving course. I'd seen the map, I'd looked at it a few times, and I'd seen people go around it, so I was somewhat prepared before I started. And from speaking to other people, it seemed like there were general similarities between the courses, but varying layouts between the different hagwons. Similarities would be things like there's a small hill to go over, a hill start, there's starting and stopping at the lights of course, and there's usually a T parking area to do as well. I had a 4-hour practice session the Tuesday before the test the next day. My instructor was really nice and she spoke moderate English, and I was really grateful of this, so I could not complain. But in case people are expecting a high level, I would say her level was lower intermediate. Basically, she spoke just enough to direct me and show me what was expected, but she was not really able to answer any of my questions with more than a yes and a confused smile. She also got my name wrong as well, as it came up wrong on the computer screen and I just didn't have the heart to correct her. So we just went with it. Despite this, we started going around the course and she showed me exactly what was expected. We did the course around 10 times and each time it was a practice test. The test screen on the dashboard of the car had only Korean, but there was an English speaking voice telling me what to do. The routine was as follows. 1. Turn on the engine, adjust the seatbelt and chair and the mirrors. 2. You follow 2 out of any 5 potential instructions given by the computer. You could turn on the wipers, turn the signals left or right, turn the lights on, turn the high beams on and off, or change the gear depending what you're told to do. 3. You turn the left indicator to show you're about to start. 4. You put the car in gear and move forward and turn the indicator off. 5. Move forward, going no faster than 20 km per hour throughout the whole course. 6. An emergency alarm might come on here or near the end, so be ready to stop quickly and turn on the hazard lights. 7. Drive to the hill and stop in the center for 3 seconds. 8. Drive to the junction and stop for the red light. 9. Go around the course and stop at any red light and always turn to neutral if you've stopped. 10. You do the T parking part, making sure not to cross the black sensors at the sides. When reversed parking, make sure to stop and pull the handbrake as well. 11. You signal out of the parking area and go around the course again. 12. At the straight, you increase your speed to around 20 km an hour and drive at 20 km per hour for a few seconds, then brake below 20 km per hour smoothly. 13. You finish the course by indicating right and you leave the course area. And that's it. Yes, there's a lot to remember here, but it's mostly quite straightforward. I did the practice test around 10 times in total. I failed the first time, obviously because I was just getting used to it, and I failed the last time because I was tired and I was getting a little complacent. But you will get it, don't worry. Well, as you can see, it's a nice rainy day for my driving test. Been going around this course, done the course 6 times now, maybe 7 times. I failed the first one, obviously just getting used to the course, and then I've passed every other one. So they're all just practices at the moment. You see the trucks there behind me. Yeah, it's fairly straightforward. There's a hill start, got to keep under 20, obviously stop at the traffic lights, then do a parking section and then speed up and slow down, and there's an emergency stop part as well. Fairly straightforward, and the real test is tomorrow, so hopefully I'm going to get through that okay. Then after that I'll be actually driving on the road, which is going to be a whole other kettle of fish. So the next day is the actual course test. I think I was most nervous about this part as it's all against the computer. It's nothing subjective and there's nothing by chance. If it's wrong, the computer deducts points. Certain things like crossing the yellow line or going on a red light are instant fails, so just be careful and take your time. We got there very early, around 9 AM, and there were around another 30 people to do it that day as well. I had to wait until my name was called by the computer, which was quite nerve-wracking. However, if you get to wait, use the time wisely. Memorize the course, watch others go round, and get a good idea of what's expected. I saw a few people fail, and I saw why too. The test is exactly the same as the day before, except there's no instructor in the car, so just follow the English instructions and you should be okay. I went around it really cautiously and really slowly. I was just building up my confidence at the start. I ended up getting 80 out of 100, which is a marginal pass, literally by the skin of my teeth. One more mistake and I would have failed, because anything below 80 is a fail. Where I lost my points on were things like the emergency light stop came on and I didn't stop quick enough, so just make sure you're prepared for that. And I was a little off on my parking and I crossed over the black line. But still, you only lose 10 points for that and then 10 points for the parking. I was still within the margin of passing. As an extra thing to remember, you can actually see your score in the car, and this can be a help or it can be a hindrance, so be warned. When it came to my turn, they had to find the car that had the English set up as well, so don't be afraid to ask them and make sure it's in English before you start. So that was that. I had a few days to go before my first on-road lesson and I was able to relax a little bit more here. 2 out of 3 done, and now on to the final test.